I knew Oshinoko was popular, I just did not think it was this popular to be the number one on a chart. And let's talk about it. So if you have not heard the news, basically the opening song for Oshinoko called Idol is literally number one. And you can kind of see its competition, what it's kind of up against a little bit here. And it's wild because it's like, I knew the opening was good. Like, I've been listening to that opening song on repeat continuously on YouTube. I have listened to the hour-long loop as well and just let that play, and I've listened to that multiple times. I have really enjoyed the opening, and it has been a while since an opening has really grabbed me to such an extent to where I'm continuously putting it on repeat. But even then, I'm an anime fan. So I was not expecting just the amount of publicity and the amount of love for this song. And to kind of get into this, basically, the song topped the global charts, excluding the United States, and basically it is the first song, let me back up here, it is the first song in Japanese to top this chart. So basically, for the first time in history, a song originally performed in Japanese is number one, which is wild. This means this is a feat that has never been done before by any other series. Like, for instance, like Attack on Titan, Dragon Ball, Demon Slayer, etc. They have never gotten this opportunity to reach this level. And it is quite a record that was actually gotten for Oshinoko. And it really just says a lot about its popularity. And as I've been saying throughout my videos, I think if there is any anime that I'm very happy has gotten popularity, it is definitely Oshinoko because of just the topics that is within its story. It makes me happy to see this series just doing so freaking well. And on top of that as well, in the actual global chart that also includes the United States, it's actually still here. It's number 9 in the top 10. So even though it is not number 1 here, if we're including the United States, it still is pretty impressive that a anime opening song, Japanese anime opening song, is literally in the top 10, and at least globally, if we're also including the United States. So overall, just this news is legitimately insane. Like, it's insane news, and it really just speaks volumes about just how popular this series has become. I mean, I've been loving this anime, the sheer quality on display, not just with obviously the opening song and music and lyrics, but just the overall presentation of all the core themes that's within it, and the stellar writing that Aka did through the manga now is being incorporated into the anime. Just everything about the way this, overall production has been for this, product has been outright fantastic. I mean, people like to say, like, oh, it's just an idol show or whatever, but when people actually sit down and give this series a chance, they see there's just so much more to it than just a typical idol show. And I'm just like, I was dumbfounded by this because it's like, once again, I want to reinforce the fact that no other anime has been apparently able to accomplish this, because right here, it's the first song originally performed in Japanese to top this chart. So it's just like, this is a feat special to Oshinoko. And also, this kind of demonstrates another thing, that anime is really gaining a lot more popularity. Like, it is no longer as, like, under the radar or not as mainstream as it once was. Like, it's very mainstream. Like, anime nowadays, you can see merchandise everywhere. Hell, I live in the boonies in Tennessee, okay? And I go to my Walmart, and I see people with literal anime shirts on and stuff. I see anime merchandise and all of that, and it really says a lot. Like, once again, I live in the country, and if I'm seeing anime goods in these small towns, etc., I cannot imagine bigger cities throughout the world. It's just like, that really speaks volumes, and I'm really happy to see just how much anime has grown over the years. Obviously, there's some negative sides to it, but I do think that overall, just seeing the more acceptance to anime and seeing just how stuff like this is happening for shows that I honestly think really deserve it, it is good. Like, this is legit good, because, like, anyone that has obviously watched Oshinoko and is, like, let's say, watched this, recent episode, there's just so much that's been going on within the story as well that I feel like is making a lot of people be like, wow, this is interesting, kind of getting these takes on the entertainment industry and all that. And thankfully, tomorrow we get a new episode, by the way. Like, oh my goodness, like, the past 2-week wait for the new episode was absolutely painful. Like, it was so painful waiting for the new episode, but tomorrow we will finally get a new episode of Oshinoko. But yeah, I wanted to talk about this news, because legitimately, I think everybody's reaction to this is, I have a very similar reaction. It's like, this is not something small. I mean, hell, this actually has 2.6 million views just on this tweet right here with 18 million, or not 18 million, 18,000 likes. Whoa, that would have been a lot of likes. But basically, it's just, man, what good news. What good news. Like, as an Oshi no Ko fan, this is really good, and I actually agree with this comment here. This is actually insane. This transcends anime. It does, actually. In its own way, it does, because this is a new record that goes beyond just anime. This is a Japanese opening song now getting that realm of, popularity. It's, like I said, it's not been seen before. That's really freaking cool. And you think something like, let's say, Attack on Titan or Demon Slayer would have had the possibility of this, and they still might, but the fact of the matter is that Oshi no Ko did this first. Crazy. But, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I wanted to talk about this good news. Like, I saw this news, and I was just like, man, like, this series really has blown up quite a bit. But, I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I gave all of you really good news. You enjoyed it and all that. Tell me your thoughts on it in the comments below. I'm legitimately curious. But, thank you so much for watching. May you have a fantastic day or night wherever you live. If you enjoyed the video, do leave me a like. It does help me out a lot. And subscribe if you want more of my content to appear in your YouTube feed. With that, Chibi out.